Hello everyone and welcome to Books and Ducks. Today I want to talk about The Library of the Unwritten by A.J Hackwith. This is a library fantasy novel where a library has a big and important role in the story. The library in the title is The Library of the Unwritten Tales. It's a library that is located in Hell, because where else would you put it? Where all the unwritten stories and tales and ideas that humans ever had are stored there, all the way from the dawn of humanity until the end of time, probably. This library for the moment is run by Claire, our head librarian, who is an amazing character that you get to know and love. She has her assistant called Brevity, who is a muse. Yes, a muse of the classical sense of the one that came and gave inspirations to authors and artists all throughout humanity's history. They are training to become the first muse that has ever been a head librarian. So far, I think there have only been humans, but I might remembering that wrong. Then the last character that we talk about briefly is Leto, a demon that were introduced early into the story and who follows our characters. There are other characters that are introduced throughout the story, but these are our three main characters. But okay, you are a head librarian of the Library of the Unwritten. What do you do as a librarian there? Well, you repair books, you catalog them, you take care of them, and you also go and retrieve them when they escape. Because that happens. I mean, I have worked in a library before, and yeah, sometimes books has tendency to just roll legs and walk away. Those are always fun. They walk away because the books wants to be written. They are full of potential and magic in a sense, and they want to escape the library and go to Earth and meet the authors and make the authors write them. They want to be told, they want to be seen, they want to be out there. But there is danger to that. So the head librarian go and collect them and put them back into the library, as the librarians think that it's up to each author's decision if they want to write or not write. The world building then. My God, the world building in this is so good. I mean, yes, at the start of it, I thought it's okay, if there's hell, there is heaven also, because heaven and hell, there is probably going to be maybe much focus on Christianity and Christian worldview. But no, there are a lot of different afterlives in this book, and all of them, it all just fits together so well. All of it just works and coheses and comes together. Like nothing feels out of place. Nothing feels like it doesn't belong. It just comes together in this glorious, mushy, good feeling. Oh, some books this reminded me of. It reminded me a little bit of American Gods because, as I said, there is all this different kind of world building of characters and places and ideas and culture that comes together. There's a little bit of Good Omens because, yes, it's because the library is in hell. There is a bit of focus between heaven and hell. So you get that from Good Omens, you get that like rivalry between heaven and hell coming through. There is also a little sprinkling of the whimsical magic of Discworld, especially like how libraries work there, because libraries are a magical place. I'm a librarian. You can trust me on that. So that is also really good. And the major like resonating theme in this book is storytelling, the power of storytelling, why we tell stories, and how stories influence us and how we influence other stories. And like that again is so tied well into like the world building and the characters. Like to the characters, it's like at the beginning you're introduced them, it's like okay, you're this trope and you're this trope and this trope, but then they grow and they change, and like all of them are so much deeper than you thought, and all of it's so well realized, and it's so good. Also, it's a very queer book, and it's just All kinds of different sexualities and gender expressions. All of it is in this book. Like, if you're writing something and want to have like a good example of how like naturally introduce queer characters into your work, read this. Like, this is a class example of this. Like, I'm aspiring to be a published author one day. If I could like get half good as this, I would die happy, because this is so good. I love this book. The prose then. The prose works with what it's trying to do. It is expressive and a little bit flowery when it needs to, but it fits into the mood and the feeling. The prose is there to like get you into that mood and feeling that they're trying to express. And it's not too hard to understand, and it's just good. My one negative criticism of this book might just be like there is a lot of POE characters that we follow. And like, all characters are good, but naturally we have some characters you just like more than others. And like, when we switch from one of my favorite characters to one of my less favorite characters, I just want to go back to my favorite characters to follow them. But like, is that a bad thing? That there is a lot of different characters that everyone likes for different reasons? I don't know. Like, that's my only slight criticism. Like, this is just great. This is a wonderful book. Everyone should go and read it. If you can't buy it, go to your local library. Like, we all need to, everyone should go and support the local library. They're really good, really helpful. I'm not just saying that because I've been working in one. Let's go. But yeah, this book gets 5 reading ducks out of 5. Astonishingly good. Best library fantasy book I ever read. Go and read it. Goodbye.